We're gonna do it. Okay, here we go.
Whenever you're ready. Hi guys, welcome to yet another installment of the CloudBerry video blog. Today we're talking about ransomware.
Scary.
Yeah, its current state, more importantly the ways of protecting against it. If by chance you're new to the topic, ransomware is a form of malware that affects anything from specific files to entire systems and hold them for ransom. Ransoms are usually paid off in Bitcoin. Now, ransomware started with attacks that impact single computers. However, ransomware can now attack enterprise-level networks, passing through some of the most advanced protection solutions.
Okay, ransomware is a big thing. That's a known fact. As recently as June 2017, FedEx reported that about 300 million in revenue was lost just because of a ransomware attack on their data. So on one hand, 300 million is not a joke, but on the other, not everyone is running FedEx-sized enterprises. We recently conducted a survey among random US respondents, and it showed that a whopping 39% of those users were hit by a ransomware attack. Various research shows that in 2017, 4,000 ransomware attacks happening daily. Ransomware in the IT world is not about the ransom itself. Our survey has shown that up to 90% of the respondents are against the whole idea of paying ransom, and that's understandable. Ransomware is about the loss of valuable data, either personal or business.
Yeah, and there are dozens of ways that you can protect yourself, and yeah, there's no panacea. If you're working on the scenario of a ransomware attack, think of the worst case scenario, the successful ransomware attack. That's the most common practice in data protection is thinking about the worst case scenario. If a ransomware attack is successful, you need to focus on how to remove it from your environment and to get your files back. However, that does not mean that you should completely forget about prevention. That's actually the first group of protection method, and there are types of software that can help you with that.
Yeah, if you are an IT specialist, you should know that the most attacks are successful because users are not cautious enough. So block suspicious URLs, filter email lists, whitelist that processes that you know for sure won't harm your endpoints. If you have time and resources, you can implement sandbox environment where all links and attachments are tested for unexpected behaviors. And least but not last, educate your users. That's the main. Educate your users. Our survey has shown that organizations that haven't implemented an educational plan have been successfully attacked and lost their data 23% more often than those who have. However, if you are not a specialist in network security and everything above is just too complex, then you should be careful about any, and we mean any emails and files that might be sent to you. Nowadays, ransomware attacks can even be disguised as an email sent to you by somebody you know.
Yeah,
that's scary.
Yeah, definitely. And detection is the most popular part among all users. Everyone has an antivirus. And by the way, if you don't have one, just pause the video, go get one, run away and come back. However, in most cases, an antivirus will only work with historical data. That means that it can respond to something that is known. And ransomware is changing all the time. The guys behind it, they're far from being dumb, and they create what we call polymorphic viruses that can change the execution files on the go to bypass any protection. Now, to detect ransomware, nowadays you need a solution that can monitor the environment and look for any suspicious activity.
Yeah, let's picture this. Your protection and detection methods are screwed and ransomware attack. There are, however, several stages of a successful attack. The attack did encrypt a part of your files, but your antivirus software has deleted the virus and stopped the corruption. Here you should assess the gravity of the situation. Find the files in question that were attacked, delete them, and recover from the latest backup. You don't have a backup? You're screwed. Say goodbye to your files, as they cannot be unencrypted in most cases. Case number 2. The attack did encrypt most of your files, your antivirus was useless, and an unfriendly message is shown with some Bitcoin to pay. Good investment, by the way. So you can pay the ransom for sure, but nobody likes to pay for the crimes. So best do a fresh installation and recover all the files on the machine from the image. Again, you are either screwed or forced to pay the ransom. if your files are vital and you don't have a backup in place. So think twice.
Yeah. So let's imagine this scenario. The attack encrypted your whole drive, not allowing you to boot. It sounds like the worst situation of them all, but in reality it's the same as the previous scenario. Just recover from the latest backup. However, despite everything, some people simply pay the ransom, get their files back, and think that everything's back to normal. Actually, it's not. Ransomware can reproduce itself, and in some cases will seek for more machines and devices to attack. If you're in any kind of a network environment, your network is in danger. The virus will look for your colleagues' machines, your data hub, basically anything that it could reach and replicate itself in. In some scenarios, it can even go beyond your network directly to your cloud storage account and harm your backups. The point here is not to be scared, but to be prepared. Once ransomware is paid, you still need to neutralize it, detach the affected machine from the network, use a malware removal tool, or, you guessed it, backup files that you have just rescued and wipe your PC clean for a fresh installation.
Yeah, recovery from a ransomware attack is all about planning. Consider which data is crucial for your operations. If you are not sure, bring some people into the fold. You should plan everything. The number of machines to backup, type of backup, software which will do the job, frequency of your backup, the lot. Again, if you are a personal user and have your PC and your family server under control, planning only gets easier, but it's still very necessary. Our survey shows that most organization and personal users who plan their recovery activities have managed to secure their data. On the other hand, 30% of those who didn't just lost their data.
Yeah, and lastly, backup is nothing without recovery. You can perform the necessary operations so your data is transferred somewhere, but is this data recoverable? How quickly can you recover your data and get back to normal? Test your recovery process. Create a sandbox environment for your image backup so you can recreate the replication process. Check if single files are recoverable. Don't think that this is some boring stuff. It's actually your data.
It's a bit boring, but it's your data.
Yeah. And also in the business world, data means money. So if you're talking about personal data, it could be precious memories that will be lost.
Yeah, thank you guys, thank you. This is the end. I'm gonna start over the conclusion right away. Okay. Yeah, thank you. That's it, folks. Actually, we hope we were not too boring this time as well. Not sure. Like, subscribe, keep us posted on anything that you would like to see about cloud backup and recovery. By the way, we'll be in reInvent, the two of us and a load of people from CloudBerry. So it will be on 27th, right? November. Really, don't hesitate to come and visit us at the booth if you'll be around. On vous
Look out for the
rencontrera
t-shirt.
avec plaisir, vraiment grand plaisir. Thank you guys.
Bye.
Have a good one.
I think we need to start thinking of royalty contract and the video appearance fees.
Okay.
Money for views.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense here. Really. I like this idea.